New York Knicks have been on a little bit of a tough stretch. Let's keep it a bean. The wins have been all crunch time wins with Jalen Brunson for the most part coming to save the day. Bulls overtime. Memphis crunch time. I mean, it's just nonstop right now for the Knicks are either playing close games and getting W's or they're having a little bit of a hard time. I was at the Garden on Tuesday. Steph Curry, by the way, spend the money to go see Steph in person. You're not going to have very many opportunities left. I've never seen Madison Square Garden. I've been working for the network for my 4th year. I'm at the Garden every night the Knicks are there. I've never seen so many people pregame to see a team and a player, specifically Steph Curry. There was 1 million people there pregame. It was a Tuesday night. I was at the LeBron game at the Garden Friday night. Half the people there. Saturday, at home, Madison Square Garden, Boston Celtics, 1/3 of the people there. 1 of 1, Steph Curry. Go check him out. Go spend the money. It'll be worth the dollars. Go do it. Go see your favorite players. But Jay, talk to me about why you're backing the Knicks here. Red hot, white hot. Los Angeles Lakers, 19-4 since the second week of January. JJ Redick, everything is all palm trees and sunny days right now in La La Land. Why are you going against them?
Yeah, this is one of the most offensively balanced teams they've faced, though, in my opinion, here in recent memory. In my opinion, man, I'm still one of the believers that one of the Knicks are one of the top tier teams in the East over there, and they'll put it together, especially in these types of games as well. Now, I know what everybody's thinking out there. The Lakers red hot, and if you've been betting the Lakers every game, I can't talk you off. Just keep taking them. I mean, because obviously you still have money in your pocket, like they're making you money. If you want to just keep betting the Lakers until the wheels fall off, don't let me talk you off. But me personally, I'm fading pretty much the whole world in this one. I'm going to take the Knicks plus 3.5. I'm going to sprinkle on the money line as well. I think the Knicks get a huge confidence boosting win here. We've seen them go on the road and make statement games as well. They get Karl-Anthony Towns back. Their offense is totally different with Karl-Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson pick and roll, man. Damn near unstoppable, in my opinion. When you have that starting five of Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Jalen Brunson, I think it's one of the best starting fives in the league, in my opinion, man. So I know Cat's been out for a little while, but I think they really need him. I think he's supposed to be back in this one, supposed to be available. You never know in today's NBA, things could change, and he could possibly be out in this one. Or they try to say that he's out for recondition or some stuff like that, Sean. So I need Cat to be in there. Like I'm gonna wait to bet this one until I know for sure that he's in there, and it's gonna be worth it. Like even if it moves down to 1.5 or something, I'd rather know that Cat's in there because I really think they have a chance to win. If he doesn't play, I'll tell you, I would not like this play probably at all. Not nowhere near as much, but probably not at all. But I just feel like this could be a spot where the Lakers could get tripped up. The Knicks have revenge as well. LeBron and guys went into Madison Square Garden, smacked them up as 11-point underdogs, beat them 128-112, and that was pre-Luka as well, man. So Knicks got a little bit of revenge here. I think they give them some payback and beat the Lakers outright in their arena. The Lakers do have a lot working for them. This is their 6th straight home game. The offense is playing really well. They've won 7 straight games, covered 6 out of the last 7. They're red hot, but every single team they've been going up against has something going on with them other than that Nuggets game. That was a really good win. But the win versus the Mavericks, obviously not impressed. They only won that one by 8, didn't cover the spread. Beat the Wolves when they were down with Gobert. I believe some other stuff happened in that one as well. And then they beat the Clippers back-to-back games as well and barely did that. That was probably one of the toughest defenses that they faced here in this 7-game win streak, in my opinion. And you see they barely eked those out. 4-point win, 6-point win as well. And then they beat up on the Pelicans. So in my opinion, this Knicks team is going to bring something totally different than what they've been seeing. All 5 starters can score the basketball. All 5 starters can play defense as well. Maybe a little bit of exception to Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns, but still, what they give offensively makes up on the defensive end, in my opinion. So OG, expecting him to play with a little thumb injury. Josh Hart crashing the boards. Mikal Bridges, they have guys to throw at Luka, to throw at LeBron. They have the bench to keep this one close as well. So I said all that to say I like the Knicks here going against the whole world. Longest Cat plays. Give me Knicks plus 3.5, and I'll also have money on the money line.
Coming into the game, Steph Curry questionable, dealing with the ankle. He tweaked it. Actually, we were recording the pod on Monday. Jay said, I said, what do you think about Warriors Knicks? He said, I'm not touching it. I just watched Steph Curry tweak his ankle. I got to see what the injury report says. Steph Curry's questionable the whole day. Cat pops up as questionable with personal reasons. Knicks were -4.5. Cat gets scratched. Steph gets the green light. It goes all the way to Warriors -1. So it moved a full 5 points off those two announcements. So it is imperative for the Knicks offensively with Cat in the fold, because if we're being honest, when Cat's not on the floor, we're starting to take for granted how many difficult shots Jalen Brunson knocks down, and his footwork is so special, and his pace and whatever he does to get to his spots. But when you don't have to worry about Cat, and the second offensive scoring option is essentially Mikal Bridges, sometimes it's even OG, you can throw a lot of different things at Jalen Brunson that could get the rock out of his hands or make things extremely uncomfortable for him. And that's what the Warriors did in the second half. But to go back to what you said, Jay Money, about the Lakers' last 15 games, I'm going to read them off to everyone listening. January 30th, they played Washington, the Knicks, big win. LeBron had a triple-double. He went crazy in that game. Clippers, Golden State, Indiana, Utah, Charlotte, Portland, Denver, Dallas, Minnesota, Clippers, New Orleans. There's not a lot of big-time offenses in those last 15 games when the Los Angeles Lakers have been top number one in the NBA in defense. So I think that is a good look. You mentioned it. Nuggets was a good dub against a good offensive team. But that was that first game. Luka got into the fold and got going.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks, that was before Luka showed up. Different squad. LeBron goes for a triple-double. So we then add Luka into the fold. They haven't played a lot of teams that are the upper echelon offenses in the league like the New York Knicks are. I think the New York Knicks can score some points here for this matchup. I lean over. In the game, as we sit here, it sits 228.5 on FanDuel was where I'm looking at it. I lean over 228.5 in that game. I almost made that my official, but that is my lean. I have to see, as you mentioned, if Cat goes. But for as much love as the Lakers have been getting on defense, they haven't seen a squad with this type of capability on that side if Karl Anthony Towns and that full starting five can go. So I think that's a good look. New York Knicks, it's been up and down, man. So hopefully it's one of those nights where the Knicks show up early and can get
up night.
Hopefully it's an up night for Jay Money and we can cash one.